Is dividend investing a zero-sum game? Hi, my name is Jonathan and I'm the dividend investor. Welcome on Stock Market Nerds, and today I'm gonna talk about this question. So, let's go! Dividends are the sweet checks on your and on my bank account, and that is the reason why I love dividend investing. But there are some people that say that the dividends that we earn on our bank account are missing on the company's bank account. So this should be a zero-sum game. And yes, it is correct, it is a zero-sum game. But today I want to explain you why it still can make sense to invest in dividend stocks. But first, let me talk about the zero-sum game in case of a bakery. If you sell a nice, sweet or delicious cake, then you can't eat it anymore in the evening because you've already sold it, and that is in fact the same thing with dividends. If you pay the earnings out to your shareholders, to your stockholders, then you can't reinvest the money and you can't use it for some acquisitions or stuff like that. You can't grow your company that fast anymore, and that is the reason why people say dividend stocks aren't any better than regular stocks. Even worse, they say you get tax disadvantages if you decide to invest in dividend stocks, because some people have to pay taxes on the dividends that they earn. So if they want to reinvest the money, then they only can reinvest the part without taxes. And in the other case, in the case that the company keeps all the earnings in the company, then there is no taxation here. And all those things are correct, but those things forget some really good stuff about dividends. Okay, let me allow you to rethink your opinion about dividend stocks right now. I can give you a lot of very good reasons to go in a dividend strategy with some parts of your portfolio or even the whole portfolio. And the first reason is, if we see ourselves as investors, then why do we do an investment? We give away money today to earn back more later. That is the only reason to invest in stocks. And if we look at this from a perspective of a real estate investor, then this guy buys some real estate. Okay, now I want you to rethink your position and let me convince you of the dividend strategy. First of all, if we do an investment, then the only reason to go in an investment is that we give away money today to earn back more later. And if we see ourselves as buy and hold investors that have a lot of advantages, such as low costs, a lot of free time because we don't trade with the stocks, then we can use this time to do funny stuff in our free time. But the main point is that if we don't sell a stock anymore, where is our return? You know, there are some people in the real estate business that buy apartments not only because they want to sell it higher a few years later, because there's no security about the selling price, and that's the problem with stocks as well. I remember back in the financial crisis where all good stocks, even very good companies with a very good business model, came down a lot, and if you have to sell your stock in that moment, there's no good return for you. So I think if we don't sell the stock anymore, and if we see ourselves as buy and hold investors, the only return we earn is the dividend. And if we buy apartments, then our only return we earn are the rents. And so I think this is a very huge advantage of the dividend strategy. But I've even more advantages for you. If you decide to invest in dividend stocks, then you decide to invest in the top models, those with the nice boobs and the booties of the companies, not the real top models, the top models of the companies. You do a portfolio selection. You only invest in companies that have a proven business model. They earn money for a lot of years and they can pay out dividend for a lot of years. And that's the proof that they have a business model that works, that generates earnings, that generates cash flows, and that is a business model I want to invest in. I don't want to invest in hot air. Maybe it's gonna work out, maybe it's not gonna work out, and that is a very huge advantage. Another thing that speaks for an investment in dividend paying companies is that some of them, not all of them, own a very, very, very attractive business model, because they can pay dividends and grow at the same time. Why is this a very, very nice point? Because a typical company, such for example a real estate company, they always have to decide whether they pay out dividends or reinvest the money to pay more real estate. And that is a problem, because me as an investor, I want both. I want dividends and growth, and they have to fund the growth, you know? That's the problem. But there are some companies that don't need to fund further growth. And the reason why they don't have to do this is because they don't need capital to grow. And I give you one example. Coca-Cola is such a company. You know, every person in the world knows what a Coke is and what's the value proposition of a Coke. You know, a Coke tastes all the same. It tastes always the same. It's always good. I know it's always unhealthy, but it tastes good. And I know this. It tastes good in Europe, it tastes good in the States, it tastes good in Asia, and that is a very strong value proposition. So if I travel in another company and then I don't know what to drink, and then I see a Coke and I know, oh, that's a nice taste, and I know it's good and I like it, and that is a very nice value proposition. And if there are living more people on the world every day, then more people on the world every day learn what's a Coke. And they don't have to, you know, buy real estates to grow their business. It's all franchised, so they are producers of the Coke, and the Coke and Coca-Cola sells the rights to produce the Coke for a region or for a country. So they just earn more money if there are more people living in this region, and there can be produced more Coke for more people in this region. And that is the reason why Coke can pay out a lot of dividends for us as shareholders, and at the same time grow in revenue and grow in earnings. I know Coca-Cola is a company that doesn't grow, you know, like 10% or 20% a year, but it doesn't need to grow that much, because we earn a lot of dividends. The dividend yield is around about 3%, and even in the financial crisis in 2009, the earnings have been at $8 billion a year, and that hasn't been anything less than in the year before. And that is a very, very strong value proposition, and it is also a reason why I like investing in Coca-Cola. And if you like this video, then give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Have a nice day, take care, and goodbye. Ciao.